Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that the version of you 5 years from now is already waiting to thank you, or waiting to regret the choices you make today? Your future self is watching. And the truth is, every small decision, every habit, every sacrifice you make right now is either building that person up or breaking them down. This morning, I want to share with you something simple but powerful. It's called the 5 a.m. rule. Waking up at 5 a.m. isn't just about an alarm clock. It's about proving to yourself, day after day, that discipline wins over comfort. Because when you win the morning, you win the day. And when you win enough days, you win your future. Your future self will thank you for watching this, and more importantly, for living it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about one of the hardest but most rewarding truths in life. Discipline beats comfort every single time. Now, comfort is easy. Comfort is that snooze button at 5 a.m. Comfort is staying in bed just a little longer, scrolling on your phone, telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. And comfort is very convincing, isn't it? It whispers in your ear, you deserve rest. You deserve to take it easy. You've done enough already. But here's the trap. Comfort never pays interest. It gives you pleasure in the moment, but it leaves you with regret later. On the other hand, discipline feels like pain at first. It feels like sacrifice. It feels like dragging yourself out of bed when every cell in your body is saying, stay down. But discipline pays back with interest, and the return is massive. Discipline creates the life you want. Discipline is choosing your future over your feelings. I want you to imagine this. You have two versions of yourself. One is the today you, the one who wants comfort, sleep, food, entertainment, distraction. The other is the future you, the one who wants health, success, freedom, fulfillment. Every decision you make is a vote for one of those two people. When you wake up at 5 a.m. and push yourself into discipline, you're saying yes to the future you. When you give in to comfort, you're saying sorry to the future you. Think about it like this. Your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. Discipline says, get up, start your day, build your future. Comfort says, sleep, you'll find. One day won't matter. But here's the truth, one day does matter. Because one day turns into two turns into 10, and before you know it, a year is gone. Comfort is a thief. Let's be clear, comfort is not harmless. Comfort steals. Comfort steals your time, your energy, your focus, your potential. And the worst part, it steals quietly. You don't realize it until you look back and think, what did I do with all those mornings, all those opportunities, all those chances to grow? I once heard a powerful phrase. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Waking up early, exercising, reading, working on your goals, it's heavy for a moment, but light compared to the crushing weight of regret. Discipline builds identity. Now, some people think discipline is just about routines. But discipline isn't about the action itself, it's about what that action says about who you are. When you wake up at 5 a.m., it's not just that you woke up early, it's that you told yourself, I keep my word. I do hard things. I am disciplined. And that identity compounds. Every disciplined choice adds to your sense of self-respect. And that's something comfort can never give you. Story two paths, picture two paths. On one path, you give in to comfort every day. You sleep in, you procrastinate, you avoid challenges. At first, it feels great, but fast forward 5 years and you're stuck. Same habits, same struggle, same regrets. On the other path, you choose discipline. You wake up early, you work, you sacrifice. At first, it feels hard. You miss sleep, you feel tired, you wonder if it's worth it. But fast forward 5 years and your life looks different. You're healthier, more confident, more successful. And you realize you built that future one disciplined decision at a time. So, which path are you walking today? Discipline creates freedom. Here's the paradox. Most people think comfort equals freedom, but comfort actually traps you. If you always choose comfort, you end up controlled by your impulses, your moods, your laziness. That's not freedom. That's slavery. Discipline, on the other hand, creates freedom. The discipline of waking up early gives you more hours in your day. The discipline of saving money gives you financial freedom. The discipline of working out gives you physical freedom. Discipline is the gateway to every kind of freedom you're searching for. The battle is daily. Don't think discipline is something you win once and it's done. No. The battle is daily. Comfort will show up every morning, every night, every decision. But so will discipline. And every day you get to choose which voice you'll listen to. And let me tell you, your future self is watching. They're depending on you. And one day They will thank you for every disciplined choice you made when no one else was watching. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the truth. Comfort may feel good in the moment, but discipline feels good for a lifetime. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're investing in your future self. And when that future arrives, and it always does, you'll be grateful you paid the price. Because discipline is temporary, comfort is temporary, but regret is permanent. Choose discipline. Choose your future. And I promise you, your future self will thank you. We all dream big. We want success, freedom, happiness, health, confidence. We want to make our families proud, to live without regrets, to wake up every day and love the life we're in. But here's the secret: big futures aren't built on big moments. They're built on small habits. It's not the grand, dramatic changes that shape your destiny. It's the tiny, invisible choices you make when nobody is watching. And that's why today, I want to talk to you about the power of small habits. Why small habits matter more than big goals. Let me ask you a question. How many of you have set a big goal? Maybe a New Year's resolution, maybe a fitness plan, maybe a career dream, and given up after a few weeks? Don't worry, we've all been there. Here's the problem: big goals inspire you, but they also intimidate you. They feel so far away that your brain says, why even try? You'll never get there. But small habits, they're different. Small habits are manageable. They don't scare you. They don't overwhelm you. And yet, when you repeat them every single day, they compound. Like interest in the bank, they multiply over time until one day you look around and realize you've built something incredible. Example, the 1% rule. Think of it this way. If you improve yourself by just 1% every day, that doesn't sound like much, does it? But do the math. 1% better every day for a year makes you 37 times better by the end of the year. Not 37%, 37 times. That's the power of compounding. That's the power of habits. Your habits write your future. Here's something powerful. Your habits are writing the story of your life. Every habit is a sentence, and the collection of your habits becomes the chapter. And those chapters, they become your future. Want to know where you'll be 5 years from now? Don't look at your goals. Look at your habits. Because you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. The 5 a.m. rule is a habit. This is why the 5 a.m. rule is so powerful. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not about the clock. It's about the habit. It's about training your brain every day to choose growth over comfort, clarity over chaos, discipline over distraction. That one habit, waking up early, sets the tone for your entire day. And then your day sets the tone for your week, your month, your year. And before you know it, that one small habit has built a big future. Small habits shape identity. Now, let's go deeper. Habits don't just change what you do. They change who you are. Think about it. If you wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, what happens? At first, you just feel tired. But soon, you start telling yourself, I'm disciplined. I'm someone who takes control of my time. I'm someone who doesn't let comfort win. That's identity. And once your identity shifts, your future shifts with it. Story: two friends, two futures. Let me tell you a quick story. Two friends graduate college at the same time. They have the same degree, the same opportunities, the same starting line. One decides to wake up late, skip workouts, binge TV, and drift through life. The other decides to build small habits, waking up at 5 a.m., reading 10 pages a day, exercising for 20 minutes, writing down goals. At first, there's no difference. 1 month in, they look the same. 6 months in, still pretty similar. But fast forward 5 years, the difference is undeniable. One friend is stuck, frustrated, and wondering where the time went. The other, healthy, successful, confident, building a future they're proud of. What made the difference? Not luck, not talent, not intelligence, just habits. Small habits. Why we underestimate small habits. So why do we ignore small habits? Because they're invisible in the short term. Skipping one workout doesn't make you unhealthy. Eating one donut doesn't ruin your body. Sleeping in one morning doesn't destroy your success. But over time, those small choices add up. A donut a day adds up. Sleeping in every morning adds up. Scrolling instead of reading adds up. And the scary part, by the time you notice, it's often too late to undo all the damage quickly. The same is true for positive habits. Reading 10 pages doesn't make you a genius today. But read 10 pages every day for a year. That's 360-50 pages. That's dozens of books. That's knowledge that compounds. That's wisdom that changes your life. Habits are votes for your future self. I want you to picture your future self 5 years from now. Imagine them standing in front of you. Are they proud of you? Are they grateful for the choices you're making today? Or are they disappointed that you traded discipline for comfort, growth for laziness, and purpose for distraction? Every small habit is a vote. Every time you wake up at 5 a.m., you cast a vote for your future self. Every time you choose to learn, to work, to sacrifice, you're voting for the life you want. Here's the beauty of small habits. They create ripple effects. Wake up early, and suddenly you eat healthier because you have time for breakfast. You exercise more because you have energy. You're more focused at work because you started the day with intention. One small habit triggers another, and before long, your whole life looks different. All because of one choice. Closing, ladies and gentlemen, here's the truth. Small habits may not look powerful in the moment, but over time, they are unstoppable. They are the bricks that build your future. Don't wait for big moments. Don't chase big changes. Focus on the small, daily habits, the invisible routines, the tiny choices that no one notices today, but everyone will notice tomorrow, because your future self is waiting. And when you build small habits today, your future self will look back, smile, and say, "Thank you. Thank you for every small choice you made when it would have been easier to do nothing." Remember this: small habits, big future.